Wow. Take two. No, just kidding. Man, I was recording this video and all of a sudden I was looking down. I'm like, no. I'm just kidding. Hey, we're going to start another awesome video. The left are freaking out about Elon Musk. Man, they don't even realize that the guy's actually trying to save them money. But Rob, he's got 13 kids with 4 different women. Okay. How does that affect me? How does that affect you? Oh, wait, but the Democrats are all complaining about Elon is going to see my Social Security number. Don't people call you every single day scamming you? They already have it. They have your number. But Rob, he's got 13 kids with 4 different women. Okay. How much money are these people stealing from me in my Social Security, the Social Security system? How many? How much? We're going to find out today. We're going to find out today. And some of these numbers are going to freaking blow your freaking mind off. Some people, 150 years old and older, are getting checks. Unbelievable. Oh, wait. That's nothing. 250 years old, 350, even up to 450 years old. Somebody's getting a check. Wow. You guys got to start thinking about what is going on today that's going to affect you. Some billionaire is not going to affect you. He's not going to hurt you. Man, you guys got something going on. But we're going to watch Maria Bartiromo. Go check her out in the morning. She has a lot of good stuff to say. And we're going to jump right in here. We're going to find out what the DOGE is finding out.
Waste. Well, the numbers are just incredible. Liz Peek, let's get into it. Elon Musk posted this graphic on X showing how many people in what age group there are accepting these Social Security checks. It's just pretty incredible that you see ages 110 to 119, 3.6 million. If you're 120 to 129, 3.5 million. I mean, last time I checked, Liz, there was no one in America that's 140 years old.
Okay, guys, that kind of shit pisses me off. That's what pisses me off. How many times have we been told, well, we're going to cut Social Security? I mean, they've been freaking robbing us blind all of our lives. This doesn't happen overnight. Some people need to wake up. You think it's about Democrats versus Republicans. It's not. It's about good versus evil. You can be on the evil side if you'd like. Unknowingly, probably. A guy with 13 kids with 4 different women doesn't affect me. It doesn't. What affects me is the money that those same people that are saying that Elon Musk is taking your Social Security number or whatever, they're scared. See, rats caught in a trap, they're scared. They're scared. You know what I mean? So, hey, they're going to do a lot of things. They're going to say a lot of things. And they're going to make you guys get so pissed off because it's going to get worse.
But if there is someone 140 years old, Maria, they sure deserve Social Security payments, and I'm all for it. Look, there are two astonishing things here. Number one, that this sloppiness and the fraud and waste has gone on for so long. Obviously, this is not something that happened overnight. It is incredible to me that people working in our government have had such laziness, such inertia, that they have never even bothered to look at these numbers that apparently are pretty easy to find. Number two, what's really incredible is that anyone is objecting to this because, as Caroline Levitt pointed out, this isn't just about hauling in all those illegal and fraudulent and wasteful payments. It is about making sure that if you're 60 years old, you're going to get Social Security payments from a healthy institution for the next many years. So how can anyone object to this? I have no idea.
Yeah. Well, I think, Cheryl, the Democrats are objecting to it because they're embarrassed. They've been supposedly stewards of our economy and stewards of our government for how many years, depending on who you're talking about, and this has been happening on their watch.
Yeah. Hold on, I gotta get something. Man, that freaking coffee is so good. I got my little coffee warmer behind me. Man, this is so good. Man, I get so worked up about politics. But I love politics because I was never into politics, but I'm just telling you, I never knew that like it was this bad. You know? And I've been putting information out there on my phone nonstop. I'm sure you guys are a little upset. Not upset, but just you see that all the time. But I'm just trying to wake people up. Heck yeah, it's fun.
Agency's been asleep at the wheel, and I think that is where I'm so glad you brought this up because it's the system. Why did this happen? And actually, Elon Musk did post about it. He said that the logic flow diagram for the Social Security system looks insane. All capital letters he wrote, Maria.
That's crazy.
He says no other person actually knows how it works. You need to get forensic accounting. You need to get programmers. You need to get people from DOGE, that team. You need to get experts on technology and algorithms
Trump
and accounting systems in there. Why that has never happened in all the decades that you've had thousands of reports about Social Security fraud, about checks that just kept going to somebody's residence after they'd passed away. I mean, come on, Maria. It's just, I can't believe we're finally addressing this. Like, I'm happy.
For so many years, Chris, that's all you heard.
I am curious. Why finally are we hearing from this? What do you guys think? Let me know down in the boxes in the bottom. What do you guys think? Why all of a sudden now? I mean, I love it. I want to know fraud from top to bottom.
Heard from politicians. We have to get rid of fraud, abuse, and waste. And yet, what? They didn't actually go and look to see where the money was going?
This bloated bureaucracy is just so... The idea that somehow some nameless bureaucrat could do a better job than Elon Musk is absurd. And the fact that where are these directors of Social Security been? This is the first thing you check in your first day. Are we paying anybody we shouldn't be? It's millions and millions of dollars. They keep talking about the viability of Social Security. That's the first thing you should have done instead of talking about raising taxes and cutting benefits. This should have been number one. So I think these people should be ashamed of themselves.
And
every taxpayer should be pissed. Should be pissed. I'm fired up. I want my money back. I want my money back.
Of course, right now, we've got the debate over how to cut, to come up with offsets to actually afford President Trump's agenda, being money for the border, money for defense. And they're talking about cutting into mandatory spending. OK, instead of just going back and looking at where the money is, which is what Elon Musk and DOGE are doing from the beginning. They're talking about cutting into mandatory spending. It's just outrageous.
All right. Yeah, so that's Maria Bartiromo. Go check her out in the mornings. She comes in on Sundays. And this is a little bit of Charlie Kirk. I'm going to go over with some of the stuff here. He goes over in detail on what DOGE has found. Elon Musk is found in the Social Security Department.
With the stock market at record high.
Fast forward just a little bit because he has this little promo in the here.
Find the biggest fraud in American history. Over the weekend and into last night, Elon Musk on Twitter has been highlighting an unusual thing about the data of the Social Security Administration.
That's crazy.
There are millions and millions of numbers that are linked to people that are over 110 years old. Literally, you could look at the chart. Let's put the chart up on screen. There's 3.6 million numbers for people aged 110 to 119. There are 3.5 million for people aged 140 to 149. There's almost 1.5 million for people ages over 150. There it is right there. Now let's just take a pause. For those of us that have been in the fight for fiscal sanity for well over 13 years, we've known this. We've talked about it. We've clamored. And politicians just kind of sit down and shut up. Who cares? This has all been looked into. So the conventional DC wisdom is, okay, this is normal. It's just paperwork. We're not sending payments to people that shouldn't be getting them.
Whoa, I am back.
However, after so many of our eyes were opened during COVID, do we trust the government to say that they've looked into this thoroughly? The government has not earned our trust.
Yeah, it's crazy. Get myself out of the way here. Now take a look at. I'm gonna zoom in. I'm gonna zoom in on this if I can. Maybe I can't. I mean, look at those numbers. I mean, that's who's getting Social Security checks. That's how many checks on the right. That's the age range on the left. I'm going to scroll down here. That is some crazy, crazy number. Look, somebody down here at the bottom is 360 to 369. There's one person. Does anybody out there have somebody that's that old?
The last decade, the last 20 years, last 30 years, they lied about weapons of mass destruction in Iraq.
Yes, they did.
So you look
I was there. I didn't see anything.
at this chart. 3.6 million numbers for people ages 110 to 119. Now, mind you, this is not about cutting Social Security for current beneficiaries or for those of you that are retirees. This is about sending money to what we call phantom Social Security numbers. Now, some people have suggested this could be millions of people who are fraudulently drawing Social Security benefits on behalf of people who died half a century ago. It's probably a bit more complex than that. However, is it a black hole? Is this a glitch in the financial accounting matrix of the federal government?
Yeah,
the Social
I think
Security
so.
Administration has an inspector general, and
We gotta
they've
do
been
something about
aware of the issue. Again, excuse me while I dismiss your awareness.
I mean, what do we pay these people to do? The inspector general. It doesn't make sense to me.
On Team Elon here. I don't want to hear your excuses. Oh, the numbers are here, but I'm going to build out what their excuses are. And we'll see whether or not this might be the most glaring smoking gun of financial waste in the history of the U.S. government. The Social Security Administrator has an inspector general, and they say they've been aware of this. They investigated it in both 2015 and 2023. What they basically said they found was this. Most of these expired numbers are from before there were electronic databases for tracking deaths. There are a lot of people, and as a result, who simply don't have a death date logged. Now, the Social Security Administration says they have methods in place to avoid paying fraudulent benefits to these old numbers. But they're also too lazy to clean up their data.
Why?
They say it's not worth it because it would cost $5 to $10 million. I'm sorry, $10 million? That's a rounding error. We send...
Who believes that that's the reason? I believe there's more to that. I think we're going to find out more.
Hundreds of millions of dollars of missiles to Ukraine and $10 million, they won't clean up a rounding error. You have a $6 trillion budget and you won't spend $10 million to clean up what is obviously a glaring problem with the Social Security Administration. It seems a little suspicious.
Oh, man. It's suspicious, all right. Wait to the end here. This gets good.
The Inspector General sounded the alarm in 2023. This is Biden's Inspector General. They pointed out there's all kinds of ways that expired Social Security numbers can be used in fraud. For example, it can help illegal immigrants to blend in. We know this is happening. We know that there are millions of illegals that steal Social Security numbers. This we know of. How many and who they are will probably be discovered by Elon via DOGE. And that's kind of where the Elon force and the Tom Homan force are going to converge. They take expired Social Security numbers and they use them to work illegally. People also open fraudulent bank accounts using expired Social Security numbers. Some people could even use them to take fake IDs and perhaps even vote fraudulently. And some people, which is illegal, they don't report the death of a loved one, like a mother or a father or grandmother, and so they just keep on getting Social Security.
How many of you guys are out there that are doing this? You're part of the problem. Let's go. Give the money back. But you probably won't.
Checks, cashing them in the name of the deceased, and then taking the money.
I totally do not stand for this. If you're receiving money, you need to go to jail. Yeah. It's fraud.
Money. Now, according to Stephen Miller, who's a very smart and thoughtful person, these are fraud rings operating abroad using a treasure trove of expired Social Security numbers. If this is even 1% true, this is one of the greatest scandals in the history of the American budget, glaring in front of us. And they say it would only spend $10 million to fix? For the record, that's less than 1/1000th of the budget of USAID. Here is Stephen Miller, a serious thinker and a real operator, claiming this is a foreign ring, using U.S. taxpayer dollars to reverse launder money from you to we don't know where. Black holes of cartels and Iranian leaders, Chinese Communist Party outposts. Is this some sort of a government spending program via money laundering? Play cut 72.
As we know, there's a massive amount of fraud in this country. You have, for example, foreign fraud rings.
Stephen Miller, man, he is diehard Trump. I mean, he's been on Trump's side a long time, guys.
There are foreign nationals who come into the United States. They use fake Social Security numbers. They use fake identities to steal billions in taxpayer benefits. There's no way to know until DOGE gains full access exactly how much
they're stealing from you. You should be pissed. Everybody should be pissed. You shouldn't be worried about what the top Democrats are saying. Oh, we can't do, oh no, Elon Musk this. No, that doesn't matter. That is a distraction. I told you there's many distractions. Elon Musk is a distraction. What's in front of you is the fraud. I told you, keep an eye on the ball. Keep your eye on the ball.
We're talking about. But over a 10-year normal budget window, you could be talking about saving over $1 trillion by clamping down on massive fraud in our tax and entitlement systems, including, again, those carried out by organized fraud and theft rings.
You could fix this in one afternoon. Do you want to know how? I could fix this overnight. You classify everybody over 120 years as dead. You don't need a death certificate. There is not a living person over 120 years right now in the United States of America. I think the oldest person ever to live in America is like 122 ever in the history of the country. So
that's part of it, guys. I mean, that's part of it. But the biggest problem is why go after Elon Musk? That's the whole thing that gets me. They're going into the fraud. I love it. They're going after all these craziness. So just hang in there. These are all distractions. But the golden age is here. We are going to be financially free soon. Or somewhere down the line in the next year or two, I hope. Just hang in there. We're doing good here. It's just we have to get past all the people that we got to wake up. I mean, that's all we're doing is they're waking people up, and it's gonna get crazy. So stay tuned. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. Where you're from and what I can fix and what what you like, all that good stuff, and we will see you on the next one. Awesome, guys. Hey, it's been great, man. And the videos are getting, I believe, better. I'm getting better quality. Got a different camera. And I'm putting out a video a day, and they're even going to get better. It's not yesterday's news. It's tomorrow's news, which is great. So hang tight, guys, and I hope you guys like this video. Please like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.